Good evening, folks. This is Lincoln Kenobi here, and tonight, we're going to be talking about the Acolyte Season 1, Episode 6. So, I just finished watching it, and let me tell you, Jesus God, dude. Okay, we go off where we left off, where Sol has May, who believes is Osha, in his ship taking off from Kafar. And then Osha is unconscious and wakes up in an unknown planet with Kremir, the stranger. They call him the stranger, the Sith, whoever. But it's Kremir. So, she freaks out, like, oh shit, I'm fucking trapped. So, but she sees Kremir from far away, walking somewhere, so she follows him. But then now we turn back to Sol, who's trying to communicate with the Jedi, saying, and he couldn't get the full message because his communication was going bad, and he was trying to tell them that my whole team is wiped out. I'm going to need reinforcements. So it couldn't get through. May, disguised as Osha, was about to kill him until he told her, "I need you to take care. Go take the controls of the ship and try to get us up in orbit, while he tries to get more power to communicate with the Jedi." Of course, when he tried to do it, he was sad because he lost not only his apprentice, but he lost his whole entire team. And he was the only Jedi survivor against Kremir. So, the furry creature, the pronoun furry creature, knew from then, back in the last episode, that it wasn't Osha, that it was May. And the little droid knew it too. So they were working together to figure out how they're going to take her down. So, during that, you see Osha following Kremir to a lake area, rocky lake area. He gets undressed, butt-ass naked, which we don't see his butt. He goes in, takes a swim to try to take himself a bath. She grabs the lightsaber. As soon as she touches the lightsaber, Kremir says, no, I did a conversation with her. So how does it feel to touch a lightsaber again? And she's telling him, don't move. She gets her lightsaber stance up, and she's like, if you're going to hold a lightsaber like that, you need to keep your other elbow up at least. Helps you block. So, as he was walking towards her to try to talk to her and try to get her comfortable, she's telling him, don't move, I'm going to kill you, I will kill you. And he just made a little joke like, if you're not going to join me, can I at least get up and get dressed? So she lets him get dressed. She had the opportunity to kill him, but she knows damn well that he's a powerful Sith Lord, that he could have he could easily wipe her to take her down. But he doesn't plan to do that. I believe he is trying to talk to her and give her his own perspective of things with the Force. So, which at least in Kremir's term, he says it's the Force, not the thread. So at least that helps. But still, he talks her out of not trying to kill him, whatever, because he's probably trying to get her seduced, trying to get her to the dark side, or whatever. So, he was talking to her about the Force, about master and pupil, all the nonsense of what the Jedi speak and what the Sith speak, how they talk normally. So after he passes her, which she lets him pass by, and he just says, "You're hungry?" So of course she has no choice. And then As they were walking, they were still talking about the Force, about the Jedi and the Sith, this and that. So he's like this, listen, if you want to escape, you got two options. You either swim right now before sunset to get to the ship, or wait for the tide to die out. Other way, she's stuck. So, during that time, while that happened, we go back to the Jedi in Coruscant, and the so-called Jedi that's in charge is asking asks Mark, I think it is, that what is going on? Have you heard anything from Sol? And he's like, well, there was miscommunication that we were trying to get, but he said that there were casualties, death or whatever. She said something was not right. They went to, so she sent 3 Jedis with her to go to Kafar. But the other Jedi was kind of acting odd because he was asking her, have you ever flown before? You know, it could be nauseating to fly and everything. And she's like, listen, I know how to handle this. Let's go. So I'm like, why is the guy acting so stupidly weird? So whatever. They went to Kafar. So during that moment, while that Saul was still trying to get communication, couldn't get communication, he asked her, Osha, to try to see if they could fix the power. May went down to try to fix the power. Then the creature and then the robot ambushed her a bit, which it didn't work out as well. Because now May has got a little control of the robot while the pronoun creature ran off. She got power back on. Saul was about to tell her everything that has happened ever since when they were kids. Power went on, but before that, he had a conversation with her, and she told him some things that sometimes if something that you want, he tends to block your mind. But he sensed that he knew that something was not right with Osha because Osha was giving him a bit of an attitude. So he knew right away that wasn't Osha, that was May. So when May was trying to call for help or whatever, Sol knocked her out, stunned her. He knew then that was May. Then the Jedi finally got in communication with him. Sol decides, instead of staying and waiting for the other Jedi backup, he decides to turn off communication and go on his own. Go on his own path to try to rescue Osha and take down Khmer and everything. Then the other Jedis arrived at Kofar, and they're back-trailing all the steps that the Jedi went through to go to the Wookiee Jedi, and they found all the Jedi dead, including Jeki and Yord. And we finally see the Jedi woman revealing her lightsaber whip, killing one of those bug-like creatures. And they are like accusation thinking that Sol might have been the one responsible for killing the Jedi. Which, that's kind of stupid. But, whatever. So, during that moment, May woke up, shackled. Sol waited for her to wake up, and she said, I'm not going to hurt you, May. So May said, let me go. Oh, you will be let go. But we are going to talk. Because he had 16 years to tell Osha what he was going to tell her. What he could have told her those years ago. But since May's there, they're going to talk. But in the same time, he wants to help stop Khmer and help save Osha. On his own. Man, this ought to be good. So, Then we go back to where May and Quimera are. They are having a conversation about the Force, saying that he was once a Jedi, you know, this and that. And he told her that if you don't get yourself balanced and practice using the Force and knowing it all, you're going to lose it. But there is another way in getting there. And that's when he described the dark side, which is the fear, anger, balance, and desire. Well, not balance. It was desire and loss. Yes, it was that. And then Osha's like, that's the path to the dark side. Yeah. And she's asking him, what do you want? And he said it finally, the power of two. He said that, and he should have known that May was not ready, was not strong enough. He thought he could trust her, and of course, failed. She failed that trust. So he's trying to get to Osha now. So he was fixing his helmet, and he explained about the helmet that they used to wear when they were in training, that if you put on the helmet, in training wise, you're more focused on using the Force. So he told her, try it on. And she's like, I don't trust you. Then you need to learn how to trust yourself. That's what Kumir said. So as he left the room and everything, Osha slowly went to the helmet, looked at the helmet real good. She puts it on. She gets her breathing. She does her breathing. And then that's it. The credits end. I mean, come on, man. Jesus God. I'm still going to tell you this, bro. To me, for the actor, Quimera, he's doing a good job. I like his acting. He's doing pretty good. Dialogue is bad, but the acting is good. You know? But everyone else is like, freaking shit. All right. Well, that's going to be it for me. That's going to be it for this episode. So, I hope you liked this video. So if you like the video, hit the like button. Post a comment below. Share this video. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button for me. And I hope to hear from you guys. Alright guys. Good night everyone. See you in the morning.